Jesus would be real at this time, and that somehow they would see the miracle working power of God in all of this.
Well, Jim, I'll be with that family in about 2.5 weeks. And the reason I'm going is, you know, as you saw, the father's all alone with them. Yeah. The kids just recently found the father outside. He got drunk. He went outside and he froze to death. Oh. And the kids are on their own. And there's no, in this area, in this region, there's no program to help these kids. But I promised when I was there, I told them Jesus loved them and we cared about them. So we're going back. We've got some people in this community that are doing well too. And it's just, the needs are overwhelming, but it's so amazing for us to have a part, and these people are great. And this whole community will come to Christ.
No, it's common knowledge that a lot of First Nations people living in the North have significant substance abuse issues. Mm-hmm. Is this true of the far, far North as well?
Oh, the more remote you get, the worse it gets.
And the kids are often the greatest casualties.
Absolutely.
Sniffing glue and other kinds of things.
You know, we've been helping. We've got a mission home with a couple in Nain, the most northern part in Labrador. It's been on the news in a very negative way over the years because of substance. It's the kids, yeah, it's the kids. A lot of people in Nain do well, but a lot don't, and we're helping with feed. And we were in there just before Christmas. Mm-hmm. In fact, we thought we were going to spend Christmas. We got stranded there for a few days, but giving everybody that needed it food and clothing, and you've got to. The gospel has to, as you know, has to be more than words.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
When you're going to these isolated areas, in most cases you would fly in, right?
Yeah, well, you can't fly to these communities in Russia other than helicopter, and that's not reliable.
So that's why you got to spend 46 hours in the tank. Now,
yeah,
what do you do for fuel? I mean, if you're 46 hours there,
yeah, they
take
the big
carry
tanks.
The big tanks.
And we have several
gas.
tanks go with us, not just ours, but yeah, and they refuel. And, you know, transmission goes part way, they stop and take about 8 hours to fix it or something else, and they fix it. You're on your own, but they...
My goodness.
Yeah.
Now, there's a big event coming up in June, I understand, a First Nations event.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
Our friend Kenny Blacksmith is amazing, and he's calling people together, particularly First Nation people together and Christian leaders, to respond to Prime Minister Harper's apology. All of our First Nation friends, Inuit friends, said now it's our turn to respond to this. And we'll be with Kenny this week. We're out with a conference with Dick and Joan DeWert and that in Calgary, and he's sharing that. He's going right across Canada now, rallying this. But the conference he's doing will be in June, where officially the First Nation people will forgive our government for what happened, because it was really awful.
I think, George, we're going to have a camera there and cover this because that will be very interesting.
Yeah, it's major things are happening. Jim, this is the greatest time for Canada. Yeah. I mean, in Ottawa, it's phenomenal. I mean, Ottawa is not the place we were even 20 years ago, 10 years ago. There's a revival breaking out, I'm telling you. Revival breaking out in Ottawa. It's touching politicians, touching ambassadors, it's touching people out in the street, the homeless. It's phenomenal what God's doing.
Is this just the sovereignty of God, or can you analyze it a bit and say it's because of this or because of that?
I think Christians have begun to wake up and realize that if the world is going to be evangelized, it isn't going to be just a sovereign move of God, but they've got to get engaged and begin to work for the sake of the kingdom.
Yeah, people are rising up and saying, look, we're losing our nation here. Let's take it back and get back to the roots and get back to the vision. We started 5 years ago, Dominion Outreach Center, which is a healing center where we train people in that, and the church has exploded. We're looking for a place that will seat 2,000. I mean, it's just out of control. Everything we're touching is out of control, and we're not teenagers. Well, I'm not a teenager anymore.
No, you married a much younger woman, right?
I think I did actually.
Much younger woman.
6 days younger.
Yes.
Yes, sir. She reminds me.
Yeah. Well, I love the line you shared with me off air. If Gwen ever leaves you, you're going with her.
That's been our thing.
I'm stuck.
That's the success to our marriage. I see her packing. I say, okay, I'm coming. And tell him how happy you are.
Yes, he tells me every day I'm happy.
We're having the time of our life,
Well,
really.
no, it's terrific. I mean, it's like, the best wine takes the longest to age, right?
Absolutely.
And poured out at the right time has great effect.
Yeah.
This has been a terrific time with you,
It's
and
great
all the
to be
best
with you.
in your work and your ministry.
Thank you.
I love the fact that you're out there on the edge, but at the same time you have a solid base at home. Your ministry is comprehensive. It's proven. It's mature. It's to be respected, and we're honored to have you here.
God bless you, Jim.